Hello, Dwayne, and we are going to talk about what we had earlier today, which was a bunch of thunderstorms that moved in across the area. And most of these showers and thunderstorms developed east of I-75 and came on over with the easterly winds and met up with the sea breezes. And we had the line of impact right here along the west coast of Florida. And now all of those showers have moved into the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see a little bit of a lightning show out there. And so everything, of course, is moving away from the coast, and so we're going to continue to see drying conditions throughout the nighttime hours. We're not expecting to see any more rains coming on through, but we had plenty of showers in a very short period of time. Beginning at around 4 o'clock this afternoon is when most of these thunderstorms developed, and then you can see just over an inch of rainfall almost in a straight line all the way down the west coast of Florida, and all of that wet weather, of course, as I mentioned, having moved on out into the Gulf of Mexico. And there was lots of lightning, gusty winds, and of course these heavy rains that accompanied these thunderstorms, with temperatures now having finally dropped down into the 70s for many locations. We're still seeing some 80s on the map right now, but for the most part along the coastline we've got temperatures in the upper 70s, and every place else reporting readings in the low 80s right now and some 70s, and we're going to pretty much stabilize right there over the next several hours. So 92 was our high today. It was another hot day because we had a long period of sunshine today, and that allowed our temperatures to rise. The overnight low last night, 75 degrees. So once again, the tropics are getting tough to keep all in play because we've got so many changes that go from one broadcast to the next. And what we're looking at now are the two new systems that developed over the weekend, Kirk and Leslie. And Leslie was the one that developed today as a subtropical storm. So this is the low pressure system that you see up here over the northern Atlantic, and we'll be talking about that in depth a little bit longer. And then we've got Kirk, which is here across the just coming off the coast of Africa, but has been moving very rapidly across the Atlantic and is now downgraded to a tropical depression. And then we have a system that has a 30 to 40% chance of developing over the next couple of days. So we now start with Leslie moving very slowly towards the southwest at around 5 miles per hour, and will pick up a little bit more strength over the next 24-hour period, going from winds of 40 miles per hour to 45 miles per hour. In addition to that, we've got Kirk, which is sort of being pulled apart, being sheared a little bit, and now has been downgraded to a tropical depression, but it is going to pick back up again as it moves across the Atlantic, and there's nothing stopping it, so it's just going to continue to keep moving forward. But there is some wind shear that is now developing, and that is going to interfere with the further development of this system after Friday. So we're going to be seeing the system kind of coming back down to a low pressure system once again as it moves across the Atlantic. And then the system that's just off the coastline, the great news with this one, it looks as though it may just do more of a glancing blow across the coast and not move onshore as we had feared. So there's some good news with all of that. And if you're heading to the beach tomorrow, the winds will start out of the east and then shift to the south during the afternoon and evening hours, and there will be some isolated thunderstorms. And then what we can expect over the next several days is drier air coming into the picture. We're going to start to see our rain chances go down as this week progresses. Dwayne?